it gives citrusy, it gives summer, it gives summertime fragrance. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about some summer scents I have been enjoying so far for the summer. These are scents that, they range from sweet to fresh to citrus, whatever you name it. I have one of each here. These are also fragrances that I get lots of compliments on. Also, these are fragrances that are affordable as well. One of them may not be as affordable, but it's definitely worth going out to try and smell to see if you like. It's definitely not a blind buy, but before we get into all of that, make sure you hit the subscribe button below so that way you can stay up to date on all of the content that I put out. Please be sure to also check out heroicuniversity.com. You not only want to smell good, but you want to look good. And in order to look good and feel good, you have to make sure that you're taking care of your body. Okay? So in order to do that, you want to make sure that you're working out at least 3 to 5 times a day. Also, you want to make sure you're choosing the right foods for your body. So if you want to check out heroicuniversity.com, go onto our website. There you will find everything that you need to help you get started on your fitness journey. All right, so let's get started with that video. First fragrance that we're going to talk about today is the Givenchy, the Angel Oud Demon fragrance. Now, what I will say about this fragrance is I do not like the name of this fragrance, but I do love the juice. As you can see, this bottle is pretty much empty. But let's go ahead and get into the main accords. We have citrus, we have fresh, we have fruity, floral, we have green, fresh, spicy, white floral, woody, aromatic, and musky. And let me tell you, I love this fragrance. Like I said, I think this probably is like my second bottle of this fragrance. I love it that much. This is definitely one of my go-to summer fragrances. Every summer for probably the past 2 or 3 years, I have been grabbing this fragrance. I love it so much. It just smells, it's perfect for the spring. It's perfect for the summer. It's definitely one of those, you want to spray on something that'll last at least 6 to 8 hours. This is the one you want to go and grab for. All right, so our next fragrance we're going to talk about would have to be, now I may just butcher this name. I have looked on a couple other people channels that have talked about this fragrance, but literally everybody says something different or the name sounds different. But here we go. It's a Trappy Revers by Louis Vuitton. I really like this fragrance. It is newer to my collection, so it really don't have that much of a dent in it, but as you can see, I have been spraying this. I probably had it for now maybe about 8 months, but this is definitely one of those citrus, I would say floral, sweet, warm. It has all of that in this bottle. It's definitely blended very, very well. I definitely have gotten compliments with wearing this fragrance as well. And it is a Louis Vuitton fragrance, so it is kind of on the more expensive end, but it's definitely worth the buy once again, because I only purchase fragrances that I actually love. Once again, when I purchase a fragrance, I always spray it on. And then I may walk around the store for maybe about 30 minutes to an hour, continue my shopping just to see, the dry down of the fragrance, how it actually blends in with my own, my skin. I want to know how it's gonna act. And this is one of those fragrances that I loved. So I walked around the store for a little while and I was like, okay, I gotta go purchase this before I go. But let's go ahead and get into the main accords. We have fresh, we have floral, we have rose, we have warm spicy, we have fruity, we have patchouli, tropical, citrus, and woody. And I would definitely have to say, I definitely start to smell the woodiness, the warm spicy once it dries down. But let me tell y'all, this is one of those great summer scents that you definitely need to go out and get a whiff of, because I'm sure if you do, you will definitely love this fragrance. But one thing I will say about the Louis Vuitton collection, I really tried to like some of the other Louis Vuitton fragrances, but this seemed to be the only one that I liked out of that entire collection. And even looking at other people's collections, it seemed like this is the most popular one to me out of the collection that he have for women. So make sure you go and try this one out as well. All right, so our next fragrance we're going to talk about, we'll go ahead and talk about Irresistible by Givenchy as well. Now this is pretty new to my collection as well, so it don't have that much of a dent on it, but it's definitely one of those fragrances that I like. Would I say that it's like my favorite or most popular that I'm always grabbing for? No, it's just one of those fragrances I just spent money on. And I would say it's one of those fragrances as well that was very talked about on YouTube and other social media. So it kind of like pushed me to go and get it. But do I love it? No. But it's definitely just a pretty girl fragrance. It smells good, but I don't love it. But it's one of those easy grabs that I do find myself spraying on if I'm going to run to the store, or if I'm going to run to the gym, or if I'm going to go to my mom's house. I would definitely spray this on. And don't get me wrong, it does smell really, really good. But it's just one of those fragrances I feel like I could definitely have went without, because I have so many pretty and just nice smelling fragrances. But what I will say about this fragrance is that it smells like something else to me. So let's talk about that something else to me that to me is actually a little bit more affordable than this one, and to me I actually like just a tad bit better, which is the Ariana Grande. And please let me know if you agree with me. If you have both of these fragrances, or you have smelled both of these fragrances and you kind of felt the same, please let me know, because I truly feel these are similar fragrances. As if I'm not sure which one came out first, I would assume that this one probably has been out way longer than the Ariana Grande. So I'm not sure if she kind of, took from Givenchy, or maybe she didn't altogether, but they smell so similar. So let's get into the main accords for this one. We have fruity, we have vanilla, we have powdery, musky, aquatic, we have floral, fresh, we have woody, and we have iris. And this is God is a Woman, okay? As you can see, I definitely have a dent in this fragrance. I just love this fragrance. Oh my goodness, I love this fragrance. It's definitely one of those fresh. It's one of those sweet. I do smell, like I do smell powdery. I smell vanilla. It's such a pretty girl fragrance, but to me it just tops this one a little bit more. And I do smell the iris in this fragrance as well. And I'm sorry, I don't even think I mentioned the main accords for Irresistible, which were musky, we have fruity, we have rose, we have powdery, we have floral, sweet. We also have iris, aquatic, woody, and fresh. And once again, as you can see, those notes are very, very similar. So if you like this fragrance, trust me, you may just like this one a little bit more. And also it's a little bit more affordable than this one. So make sure you go out, smell both of them. Tell me which one you like the most, because I would definitely like to know if you feel the same way about this one like I do. All right, so next we're gonna do Valentino next. Now let me talk about this fragrance some before I just really get into the nitty-gritty. I did not like this fragrance in the beginning. To me, it was just kind of basic. It was still one of those pretty girl fragrances. I feel like it was definitely well talked about on all social media, and I guess that kind of like pushed me away from it. And then in the beginning, it just did not smell special to me. But of course, as I went back to the store, I was like, you know what? I'm beginning to like it. So it did definitely grew on me, and kind of grew to, I would say, one of my favorites. I just get berries. I get sweetness. I get warm and sweet with this fragrance. It's really a good day-to-day fragrance. What I will say is my boyfriend did like this fragrance. And when I say boyfriend, when I mention him liking it like a fragrance, that just means men like that fragrance. So it's definitely one of those fragrances that you can wear every day, from day to day. Now let's get into like the main accords with this fragrance. We have woody, we have vanilla, we have fruity, soft spicy, we have powdery, we have white floral. We also just have floral, musky, we have green, and we have fresh. I would definitely have to say this is definitely a woody vanilla type fragrance to me, because it's not one of those, it's like warm smelling, like a warm sweet to me. So I definitely love this fragrance. I always get compliments on this fragrance, and to me, on my body, this fragrance definitely lasts probably 6 to 8 hours, and then it kind of becomes like a skin scent. So you definitely want to check this fragrance out for the summer. It's just one of those scents you cannot go wrong with. Okay, so our next fragrance we have today is Ocean by Giorgio Armani. As you can see, I love this fragrance. I actually went on vacation to Hawaii, and I had to choose 3 fragrances, y'all, out of like my 80 some bottle collection. This is one of the fragrances I chose to take with me because it's just a great summer scent to me. It's a great spring scent to me. It just smells so fresh, and it definitely smells like you should be laying on the beach somewhere. Like that's what this fragrance gives to me. It just gives fresh, it gives citrusy, it gives summer, it gives summertime fragrance. So honestly, I would have to say this is like one of my top summer scents. So let's get into the main accords with this fragrance. We have, let's see here, we have white floral, we have fresh, we have green, we have citrus, we have fruity, sweet, musky, salty, aquatic, and powdery. And once again, like I said, to me, it smells like you should be sitting on a boat, or you should be sitting on somebody's beach, because it's aquatic. So definitely try this fragrance out. This is definitely one of those summer scents you should not go without. So give that a try, you all. So our next fragrance we have is definitely one of my favorite fragrances, and that's gonna be the Scent of Peace, which is the natural scent of peace by Bond Number 9. As you can see, natural. I love this fragrance, you all. It smells a little bit different from the purple bottle to me, but yet they are all in the same family. I mean, you can kind of smell, okay, that's her sister. They're sisters. But this one to me just smells a little bit more, I would have to say, relaxed. And that's the type of fragrances I like. I don't really like fragrances that just project, fragrances that you can smell me coming. That's not this fragrance. But this fragrance does give you citrus. It does give you sweet. I'm sorry, I can't talk right now. But it gives you everything in between. It's like one of those really girly fragrances. It just smells, let's see here. It smells citrusy. It smells summery. I smell sweet. I smell floral. I smell maybe a little spice as well. So let's look into the main accords for this fragrance, which is the Scent of Peace, if I didn't say what the name was. But we have fruity, we have amber, we have musky, sweet, citrus, rose, woody, aromatic, and floral. And once again, I definitely smell the citrus. I smell the floral. I smell the sweet, and I would have to say I do smell the fruity. I can definitely see where they got fruity from, but it smells so good. This fragrance lasts 12 hours or more, and I say that because on certain clothes, when I spray it on certain items, or when I put on my clothes and I spray it, because I do 2 different type of sprays. I'll spray it on my body first, and then sometimes I may do a couple of sprays on my clothing. This fragrance still is on my clothes. Even like once I'm getting ready to wash them, I smell this fragrance. So it is a little bit more on the expensive side, but it's one of those fragrances where it's definitely worth the money. So definitely try this for the summer. I'm telling you, you will not regret it. I love this fragrance. So our next fragrance that I'm gonna talk about, actually, you know what? I'm gonna talk about this before I go into my last fragrance, which is the pistachio and salted caramel. This is well talked about on YouTube, so I'm pretty sure I won't go into the notes on this because it's pretty self-explanatory. It smells like salted caramel. It smells like pistachio. Like, you know, this is just one of those. To me, I think it's said to be a perfume, but it's more of just a mist to me. It lasts maybe a couple hours, maybe 4 hours. It's one of those perfumes you want to keep nearby you. You want to put in your purse because it does not last. But the time that you get with it, it smells so delicious. Like this perfume or this fragrance mist is like one of the best fragrance mists you can have in your collection. Also, I kind of want to talk about their deodorant that I believe just came out not too long ago. Let me tell you, this is aluminum free, and it's probably one of the first aluminum free deodorants that I have purchased that actually work. It lasts, I would have to say, 12 hours because I put it on before I go to work, and when I come back home, I'm still fresh. And for me, that has never happened because normally I start to smell like, you know, a little sweaty when I have tried other aluminum free deodorants in the past. So make sure, I mean, it is a little bit expensive. I think I paid about $16 for it, but definitely make sure you give it a try because it works. It works, and it keeps you smelling good all day. So these two combined, you cannot go wrong with them. So the last fragrance that I want to talk about is something that I love, love, love. I enjoy it. I swear I probably like spray this fragrance on more than I do any other fragrance that I have in my collection. And I have a lot of fragrances in my collection. When I first purchased this fragrance, I went online and purchased another bottle, and I purchased other items that go with this line. So this is my baby right here. This is my, how can I say this? This is my unique smell. This is my everyday smell. This is, when you smell this, you smell Ashley. When you smell me, you normally smell this fragrance. If I had to say, you know, when they talk about how do you find the fragrance that fits you, I finally found that fragrance when I purchased this fragrance. As you can see, initially I purchased the smaller bottle, but I loved it so much, and it was a blind buy. I loved it so much, I went online and purchased the bigger bottle, as you can see. Also, I have the lotion and I have the body mist. And not to forget, the one that I is almost gone. I'm trying not to use it too much. Like, I try to just grab just a little bit out of it, which is the body scrub. This will have your bathroom smelling for hours after you take a shower or you take a bath. Like, it's that good. I mean, Victoria's Secret really showed out to me when they came out with the Sugar Flare. Like, they showed out with this fragrance. It is the best one to me out of the Tease line, and I do have the entire Tease line. I really won't go too much into those, even though I do have this one sitting right here next to me, which is the original Tease. It smells good. It's just a pretty girl fragrance. Like, it's not really too much to say about it. It's a fragrance that I wear at night after I get out of the shower, a fragrance that I wear to bed mainly, or either like if I'm just going out on a quick errand, I will spray this on, and it smells good. And I would repurchase this as well. But this right here, let me tell y'all, I just love it so much. Like, I already sprayed something on today, but I don't mind smelling like this every single day. Like, I honestly feel like this is probably one of my top 3 fragrances out of my entire collection. And let me tell you, I have Baccarat, I have Bond Number 9, I have some Killian, I have it all. But Victoria's Secret is probably my top 3 fragrance. As you can see, it's a little dent in this one, but I mainly this one stays in my closet with my other collection, but this one is the one that I have on my tray. And as you can see, I'm not sure because of the light, it's a pretty good dent in this one. It comes to about right here. I just love it so much, you all. And I know I'm going on and on about this fragrance. So let me get into the notes. And actually, I'm gonna give y'all the base notes and everything else with this fragrance. So I'm gonna be a little bit long with this one. So first we have fruity, we have caramel, we have fresh, we have white floral, we have green, we have sweet and tropical. And all of those main accords, let me tell y'all, it's blended so well in this fragrance. Like, it's blended. And then the top notes, we have apple. I definitely smell apple. Also, the middle notes, we have bubblegum. I smell the bubblegum. We have caramel, smell caramel, and we have jasmine. Also, the base notes, we have crystal amber and sandalwood. And let me tell you, this fragrance lasts all day. I mean, I can almost compare it to my Bond number 9, because let me tell you, it's 12, 13, 14 hours later. I still smell this fragrance. Now, is it like projecting that long? Maybe not, but I still smell it. Like, I smell, you know, I would say probably around 10 or 11 hours, I start to smell the sandalwood. I smell the crystal amber. I smell the caramel. And I say that because to me, at that point, it starts to smell a little bit warmer. Like, it just starts to smell a little bit sweeter. Whereas in the initial beginning, I do smell the apple. I smell the bubble gum. Like, I smell those notes in the beginning. I just love this fragrance, y'all. Like, I really hate that I feel like the best fragrances that Victoria's Secret have are the limited edition ones. But what I will tell you, you can still find this fragrance. It's a little hard. But before I started the video, I wanted to kind of look to see where I could find it for you guys. And they actually have the fragrance mist right here. It's on Amazon. So go ahead and check Amazon out really quick. I think it will probably range maybe about $30 for the fragrance mist, which is still very, very similar to the actual perfume itself. They smell just alike, even though the fragrance mist, of course, it won't last as long as the perfume. But please make sure you give this out a try. Like, this is my top. This is my #1 summer fragrance. It beats everything else on my list that I have shown you today. I hate to be to favor this one more, you know, because I love all of my fragrances, but please give this one a try. Also, I want to thank you for watching this video. Please make sure you hit the like button and you hit the subscribe button. I got so much more content coming out for you guys. Thank you again for watching. Bye.